Hey everybody out there in Same Dad Podcast land, we're back again with another fantastic, whimsical episode full of knowledge and anecdotes and all kinds of crazy behavior. Today is a special episode because we have our father Frank's his 73rd birthday, December 17th here on a Friday night, so we got the gang together out in the lodge here, and we're just gonna talk about some random stuff. How you guys doing?
Good.
All right.
Good.
Still breathing. That's a good thing at 73.
Yeah, how was everybody's week?
You really don't want to know.
We don't want to know, Jesse.
Actually, yeah, maybe we do. That sounds like there's.
Yeah.
I guess we
sounds
wouldn't
like
have a
there's,
damn show if we didn't say nothing.
That sounds like some hidden YouTube views there.
So go ahead, Dad. So when I got over here this evening, I was met with a story, and I would suggest, Dad, if you can maybe give the abbreviated version. But what happened today?
Well, you know, it's hard for me to give abbreviated version, but I'll give you a version. You know, Annie, our little dog, we're half Boston, half Pekingese, how aggressive she is. Well, the neighbors, they got two big black dogs. I mean, they're big dogs, and they've been running loose now about every day for the last, 10 days?
Yeah, pretty much.
So anyway, we take her for a walk every morning, and as I was putting her in the car, or the truck, I mean, lo and behold, they pop up in the yard, and before anything, Annie just takes off after one in the yard. She's got a hold of it by like the belly, between the back leg and the stomach, and she pulled out of the collar. I don't know how in the hell she got out of it. It's a harness. She got out of it, and I'm standing there going, help me, help me. So anyway, the other one starts to come around the back, and so I carry, in my old age, I carry that shocker, and it will knock you on your ass. But anyway, I took the shocker, and I made that, just made the noise with it, and the dogs kind of stopped long enough so your mom could scoop Annie up and take her inside.
Man.
But I was half pissed off, half scared, and probably if I didn't have my blood pressure medicine, I'd have had a stroke. So anyway, just as fate would have it, you know, you stay pissed for a little while, no matter what. If you get really pissed, you stay that way for a little while. And we was going out of the ditch, and then just as fate would have it, here's a cop car coming in. Well, on the way out, we did see some weirdo in his pajamas with his hand over his face. But you know, that's typically Anderson, so you kind of get used to it. So we see this cop, and you know, you have a cop that pulls you over, but I pulled his ass over. I mean, I honked at him 3 times, and finally he pulled over, and he gets out, and he was a little bit nervous, you know, because he was this crazy bastard walking up to him. And I said, hey, there's 2 big black dogs, and they're running loose, and they attacked my dog. Well, I kind of changed the subject, stretched it a little bit. Actually, when the dogs got over in our yard, I guess Annie kind of attacked one of them before they knew what hit them. But so anyway, he said, well, I'm a little bit busy right now. I got to find some guy. And I know it was that stupid ass in his pajamas walking around. No telling what he did. He probably stole the sippy cup out of the gas station or something. You know, them damn kids, they go in there, they buy them great big cups, and I don't know how they do it, but they carry 10 of them son of a bitches in one, and like, and I've actually seen that, $26 one time up here at the Quickie, $26 for sippy cups. I bet that cost grandma a lot of money. Them guys going up there getting them sippy cups, because you know damn well they don't work.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was my story? So anyway, we come home and the dog, we don't see any dogs. So I don't know if they got run over. I don't know if the pound picked them up or what the hell, but the people, they don't seem to care. So maybe they'll find a better home anyway.
Yeah, maybe they can go to one of those families with the 25 sippy cups.
Yeah, let's hope not. Well, I think that's where they're at now. But I mean, that you kind of feel bad because you put 2 dogs maybe in jail, but they'll probably get out. Somebody will probably adopt them, or hopefully these dumbasses will go get them out.
Yeah, they probably don't even know they're gone yet.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the way my day started.
Man.
Happy birthday, huh?
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, you get told by dogs.
Well, Mom said that when, at one moment, she thought that she was going to see Annie's demise in the front yard. Like, you know, this was it. This was her day. And thankfully, Annie held her own, or those dogs probably would have done more. But I told him, I said, if it was Allie or our dogs, you know, I don't think it would have had the same outcome. So thankful for Annie's feistiness, but yeah, they've been traumatized. So that's how their day's been here. That's what Dad's birthday's been like, is fending off dogs.
Yeah, you know, I don't recommend this for any older person or anybody really, especially nowadays, the way things are. Carry one of them shockers, because they'll knock, man, I tell you what, when you get shocked, you're done for. You know, it's like having your balls in a vice. You're done.
Man, could you imagine taking one of them shockers to the balls?
Yeah. Well, I guess probably people do that so they get marijuana. Marijuana drugs, you know what I mean? For medical purposes.
Well, your ass would stay clenched for a week.
Yeah,
Maybe if you got
probably cracked again.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Piece of tie.
if you got the diarrheas, just electrify your balls.
Yeah, it works better than Pepto-Bismol.
I had let's see, I had a pretty interesting couple of weeks since we filmed last. Last week was weird. It was like one of those weeks where nothing really paired up right, and it seemed everything was a little off, just craziness from like just a million little things, like you know, getting a nosebleed at work, or maybe you're running late for something. Just a lot of mismatched stuff. Eli's school photos not panning out. I guess now I have 2 stories since I just went in that direction. But originally, back in picture day at school, he went through the line, and you know, Eli has autism, so sending him straight through like a big line in a crowded room of kids, and then telling him to smile for a picture, you know, they didn't really plan for him or take the time, because those fuckers that do those pictures, they just wheel you through like cattle. You know, I've seen better, you know, to Al Capone took a better school picture than most of these. You know, they just snap it real quick and you're done. So a couple weeks after the scheduled picture day, Eli's pictures show up, and I walk in from work, and Nicole's kind of prepping me because she was told by Eli's helper that they may not be the best pictures ever. So Nicole got them. I get home from work. She's like, now I don't know what to think of these pictures, you know. And I go, oh great, what do they look like? So I pull him out of the pouch, and he's doing the Ultimate Warrior. He's like he's got the
yeah, but you know, Jess, we'd all love to have one of those pictures. That'd be so cute.
He's got the cobra neck. Like, I mean, like, he's talking to Mean Gene about his match on Monday, you know, and so I look at him and I say, you know, the heavy is the crown, I guess, or the role of a dad of the house. Sometimes you just gotta be truthful and you know, just be honest. And I said, yeah, these pictures are shit, and I'm pissed off that I paid those motherfuckers $100 to just will my kids like cattle and just snap the first like flinch he did. You know what I mean? So we scheduled a retake, and you better believe on the retake, old Daddy Bear was up in that shit. And I was up right over the shoulder of the photographer watching the pictures being taken. I said, no, okay, yeah, that one will do. Okay, well, no, I like that one better. That's the one we want right there. Because, you know, there's the fly-by-night silly outfit anyway. And so I wait an additional 3 weeks to get these retakes. Nicole's home crying. I get off work, and those sorry fuckers handed her an empty pouch. So I had to call up and deal with the picture lady. She says, well, they're on their way. I said, well, that doesn't matter because Christmas is coming and we wanted to put these in the Christmas cards. So she says, well, I'll give you this digital download and then you can go to the store and print them out. And at first I accept this. I said, okay, great. Then I hang up and I get to thinking, wait a minute, I think I just got fucked again. Because then I got to thinking, you know, Nicole says, you know, we're going to have to pay to get those pictures printed off at Walgreens, and we're already out $100. So I call back up and I get our $100 back, and we still get a packet of papers plus the digital download. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, there's certain niches in life, like certain categories. Why can't we just do the digital download any damn way? You know what I mean? Like, is there still a market for shit to be on paper when I get it? I mean, I can distribute it. You know what I mean? So, so it was just a bunch of turmoil, and that stretched through to my next story. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, it's been a weird week, last week, and we're set to go to a friend's Christmas dinner, and it was in Des Moines, a couple hours west of here, and there was some potential bad weather rolling in. So we were going to leave on a Saturday morning. Instead, we thought that it would be a good idea to leave on a Friday evening, so we would already be at their place, and we'd wake up there for Saturday. Well, that's okay, but it's like clinching the end of a burnout week that I've just had. And we're picking Eli up from school. I think I worked at home that Friday, which is a whole nother episode in itself. Working from home is weird. And I did it Friday, and there was just a lot going on. Sometimes Fridays can be our busiest day of the week sometimes, Fridays and Sundays. And anyway, we just picked up Eli from school. We park in a parking garage here at this apartment complex. So we're getting out, and I have Eli by the hand because I see two vehicles come in the parking garage. It's a younger girl, probably 21, and then followed by what I assumed was her mom. And both vehicles were packed with shit. Like, I could see a lamp, some totes, some jackets and shit in each vehicle, and it didn't dawn on me at the time. I knew that my neighbor across the hall had moved out, but it didn't quite click yet because I'd spent the whole week shoving 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. So I'm tired. And the lady waves me over, the mom waves me over to her car. And she asked, "Is the elevator nearby?" I said, "Yeah, right inside this door to the left is the elevator." Then she said something like, "Where should I park?" or something of that nature. And I said, well, these 3 spots down on the end of the parking garage, literally I've never seen anyone park in them. They're always open. Now, we have assigned parking in the parking garage, so mentally I've made this assumption that they've got to be aware of that. And 2, I thought that they were going to just get close so they could take their shit upstairs and then they would get their vehicles out of there, because I mean, anybody, even myself, when I visit an apartment complex I'm not familiar with, I assume that even on the exterior there's some kind of assigned parking or parking limitation. Like, I'm just always situationally aware. So I just said, okay, go over there and park. So they park, I come upstairs, I hear a knock on the door. They're the people that are moving in right across the hall. And I could tell that these two, anything besides a 2-story house with 4 bedrooms, a picket fence, and 2 $45,000 vehicles in the driveway is roughing it for these guys. Okay, they're just not. I've lived in some pretty fucked up situations, so I'm kind of rough around the edges, so this is like a delicacy to me to live here. But for them, they're just not, I could just kind of tell they didn't really fit into this environment. I said, well, I didn't think about it. You guys, I should have known you guys were moving across the hall. And then that was it. We go on our way. We enjoy ourselves in Des Moines. We come back Sunday afternoon. I have a wagon that looks like the Grinch's sleigh, full of shit that I want to take up. I want to take up the elevator. Elevator's broke. Okay? So then, at the same time I see that the elevator's broke, that mom comes down the stairs to let her dog out. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, how are things going? And then her bottom lip got all quivery. And she said, well, not too good. Somebody stole my daughter's car when she tried to go to church this morning. And I'm thinking, all right. I mean, there's, in this area, I doubt that. I mean, rent's kind of high here, so that weeds out some of the pajama guys buying 23 sippy cups. The priorities are a little bit different for some of the folks that live here. So I'm thinking, oh my God, what the hell? And she goes, in the same breath, she goes, and you told me I could park there. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, well, I'm not the building manager. I mean, you know, so I'm thinking, well, whatever. So I'm already pissed because I got to take the wagon back to the car, throw everything in the car, and just grab 2 or 3 essentials and walk up these flights of stairs. And it's no secret I'm out of shape. And these fucking, It should only be no more than 7 or 8 steps to get my ass up a story. It's like 20 steps per story. And they're at an angle. I mean, I'm wheezing for air getting this shit up there. And then come to find out, somebody had her car towed, and the guy didn't park in the spot after he towed it. And I don't, and they said, oh, it's going to cost me $250 to get my car out of the impound. And I said, well, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. You ran into the village idiot. I'm the first representative for this building.
One thing good about it, Jess, they won't ask you any more questions. They won't want nothing from you.
I mean, it was straight out of Seinfeld or something. Like you can't write a script that's better than reality.
If you could get a shirt and have some kind of wrecker service, and then walk past them like you planned the whole thing.
Yeah, if I could just. Yeah, some repo service, and then it's people are funny because the guy that parks in that spot, they were having a conversation outside, and I don't know if either party knew who they were to each other. You know what I mean? So it's just weird. I don't know, and I'm not sure if the building should have towed their vehicle without at least trying to call them, because I think when you rent a place, you got to give them your license information. Seems like they could have been like.
You mess with the guy's car, man. That's like fighting. That really pisses a lot of people off. That's like messing with
somebody else's cell phone. That's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lucky that they're two, non-harmful. There's a daughter and a mom. Because if it was like a dude or that's a dangerous situation. But it was weird. The whole thing was just so bizarre. I couldn't believe it. But of all the times to run into me when I'm in my most vulnerable state mentally. Oh yeah, just park over there. You'll be fine.
Yeah. And there's nobody ever parked in that spot.
No, not until they saw somebody in their spot. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like no deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's something that's the problem. You feel guilty, and actually you're not.
Yeah, I think we're hitting some technical difficulties.
What do you think about these podcasts?
It's fun listening to you guys talk.
You can tell we're not the sharpest.
I think we're probably gonna have to.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, but you guys look like you're on a security camera.
What does that mean?
Like, I'm getting about every 10th frame.
Oh, man. Hold on just a second.
I'm gonna give your mom one of Dixie Gold quilts she made.
It doesn't have to be big, I just want something in my room.
Okay, do you want it like in a square look, or you want it like this look? Yeah.
I can do it all like it is.
Well, Jess, unfortunately, we've got all the,
I like this one.
Wi-Fi power we can muster because I've got it on our hotspot, so I'm not sure what else to do while we're out here.
All right. Well, we could try again a different day, maybe in their house.
Are you seeing us move at all? Cause you're fine.
Yeah, I'm just catching like little shimmies of you, like if it were basically like what a surveillance camera would look like.
How long do you get to record this?
It can be as long as you want.
It has to be so long.
What you could do is just have so much of that and then do enough to do
Do
Splice.
How's the audio? Can you hear? Nope, he gone.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mhm.
So like, it'd be,
I think yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, you want like in squares? Is that what you want? Squares?
Yeah, it's
the outside.
I can hear you, but I mean it comes and goes a little. Like I don't know how long you were froze for, because I had to stare into my camera to tell the story,
Yeah.
Good deal.
and then like
In the room, the green.
it's smooth for a moment, and then it goes back to being jittery.
I don't know. What are you trying to match, your bedroom?
No, I just wanted to think of something.
Oh, just
Now I
color.
can't get any,
A teal,
are you here?
Do the maroon.
teal and gray.
Yeah, I'm here.
Like the maroon in that, the color.
These colors here, those are cool.
Probably
Not something on the outside.
maybe if we tried again, we could just kind of be at their kitchen table or something.
You don't want nothing real feminine, you want.
No, I want it to be
I don't think cream would look.
I think part of the problem, yeah, it might be the,
Green
being out in the lodge.
and charcoal. Or you could go teal and burgundy and
Or
charcoal.
I don't
gray.
know.
You know what? I'm gonna, the color, okay, so the colors are teal,
Um,
or this color, this color.
I never quit recording, so it's up to you if you wanna what you wanna do.
Okay,
Squares,
okay,
whatever.
so I will get the yarn,
I'll be happy.
for some reason, I can't bring you up back up on screen.
Alright,
but we might do it tomorrow. I don't know.
This-
I doubt we get to it tomorrow, but Monday we'll go in.
okay.
And I'll have it done before 2/24, okay? 2/24.
Okay.
22,
Yeah,
22.
24.
No, I'll get it.
So-
I'll do it, I wanna find some.
Let's just,
You like the heavy yarn?
Like this?
let's do like two segments here, if I can get you back up on
Okay,
screen.
that's the pen stand,
What in the world?
teal and gray.
I feel like,
Or I can go ahead and give you this one.
you could wash it.
You can wash it.
I like,
Andy's been on it several
I
times.
like it, but if you want it, so I don't want to take it from you guys.
yeah,
Took a long time.
I can't bring up any more visual on my computer
Yeah,
for
you
some
can do
reason.
it.
But you can see us, right?
Yeah, I can see you.
Do we have to see Jesse?
You don't have to, I mean, it would be nice for the interaction
We don't
part.
want to see this. I was fine.
So, I can't bring him back up for some
So
reason.
we can go ahead and do it though?
Yeah, we can, I mean, he can see us.
Okay,
and we're on-
will he still be on the
Uh-huh.
edited?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're
Yeah,
gonna,
you can still go ahead and do
okay,
it.
go ahead and ask us questions.
Ask us anything you want, Jess.
I probably won't answer.
Well, I mean, whoever wants to say something can say it. I don't.
All right.
I'm no more prepared than anyone else. So whatever you got.
Okay, let's tell. We were talking about, remember when we were talking about gross stuff that my father would buy at the grocery store and put in the refrigerator? Remember that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Remember when we were talking about his favorite, back in the day, his favorite lunch meat was pig souse? It's the honest to God truth. You'd open it, okay, I think I'll make me a lunch meat sandwich, and you see that pig sauce in there. I don't think I want a lunch meat sandwich.
You know what that's made out of? That's head meat off of a hog. Face meat.
It's not foreskin and assholes.
No, no.
It's,
No, hell, I'd like it if it was that.
Yeah, that'd probably spread better on a Triscuit, wouldn't it?
what did he say? What did he say? What'd you say, Jeff?
I said that'd probably spread better on a Triscuit, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Probably. And why would
And
Dad,
tongue, tell them about the tongue.
that's what I'm getting to, why would Dad, there would be maybe 2 gallons of ice cream up in the freezer, and right by these 2 gallons of ice cream would be this cow tongue. I swear to God, he put that there so we wouldn't get into the ice cream. That cow tongue would be looking at you right in the face. It even had the little bumps on it.
Oh, God. That's gross.
Why? I think it was to keep us
Did
away
it
from
have
their.
bad breath?
I don't know.
That's not the way to talk.
And
That's like all the parts from those cattle mutilation videos on them UFO shows.
Oh,
God.
is that coming back on? I hope
Man,
so.
I hope so.
oh, God.
What show are you talking about?
I just need a montage of the cattle mutilations, maybe set to some Elton John.
Oh, yeah.
Set to some Elton John?
Yeah, where they tell, well, you're talking about where they tell what they're gonna have to eat, that commercial? You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The grown-up one?
Yeah,
yeah,
the Grubhub one.
yeah.
Hey, tell about the commercial, like your least favorite commercial right now about the phone.
Oh, the one with the girl?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, do you think this is weird? No, I'm a baby boomer, so bear with me. But do you think it's weird where that little girl, she looks like she's like 13, 14 years old? Some, like Epstein material. But anyway, she walks by this store and there's a phone. Everybody's seen that commercial. And the phone like makes a heart, and when she goes by, it breaks in two, like the phone immediately fell in love with her. And it's just kind of weird to me because, like it's like having an inanimate, what's the word I'm using?
Inanimate.
Inanimate
Yeah.
object falling in love with a person. And she comes back the next day and she buys the phone, and that's it. I think they got in the background, they got the Backstreet Boys singing some silly ass song, some boy band singing.
Some impotent object.
Yeah, close enough. But anyway, that bothers me. I guess because I'm a baby boomer, and I just, it's like technology is just going to take over having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. A phone is going to take it over. I'd like that. You remember, that guy that was in a wheelchair and he was Hawkins was his name.
Stephen
Yeah.
Hawking?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he said that's going to be the thing we need to fear is that robots will actually take over the human race. And that seems like there's no way that'll happen because you figure, well, we make the damn robot. But
Yeah.
yet for him, somebody's really smart like that to say that, I mean, you gotta at least consider it.
Yeah. Can you make a 3D printer with a 3D printer?
Yeah.
Yeah, once that starts, how do you stop it? Yeah, this object right here, I'm glad I grabbed the right object. That would have been embarrassing. This right here, this here,
What do you got, Jeff?
well, you put the batteries here. Now, what this is me now, and I'm the monster that carries it around. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is like the little dude on my back. What was he? What was that dude from Mad Max? Was it Mad Max in the Thunderdome, the Master Blaster guy?
Yeah,
Like I'm the,
like you're a hemorrhoid on the phone.
I just carry this thing around. This is more me than anything. I pay bills, talk to people. I mean, I set shit up with this. I mean, this is me now. This is I'm just the fleshy thing that carries it around. Like I'm the thing that has to be where this thing said I'm gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's weird. And you're its protector.
Yep.
It's crazy. I know.
Yeah, it's reversed now. I belong to it 100%.
I think it.
Yeah, that's crazy. See, that's hard for somebody my age to figure out why in the hell we even got to this point.
Like I got a smartphone, I think in hell, I'm not smart enough to remember when I got I think it was 2017-ish, and it's about to be 2022, and I mean I've made life-changing moves with this. Like I've applied for jobs, I've paid bills, I've answered emails that have changed my life through this fucking black box here. And I'm just the flesh piece that's just kind of like following it along.
Yeah, I'd rather think of you as a hemorrhoid.
Well, that's fine. Or a genital wart.
Oh, God.
Or like you're like a herpy or something.
All the above.
Yeah.
I'm that weird piece of broccoli growing on you that you need to go see the doctor about.
No, you're talking about a tag. You're like a tag, like a mole. I tell you, when you get old, it's weird too, because you get spots everywhere. There was I don't know what the hell happened to your skin, but you got liver spots all the time. Sometimes when I take my shirt off, I got to turn off the lights. I can't stand to look at it in the mirror. If you would take a marker and mark, hell no telling what you draw. Like, you know what they call that paint with numbers? You can paint by liver spots.
What was that Russian dictator that had the spot on his head? Boris Yeltsin.
Gorbachev.
Gorbachev. Miguel Gorbachev.
Of the whole world on his head.
He had a glow?
Yeah, like he was the glow.
Yeah, he looked like a dictator.
Yeah, that was all the countries he was wanting to take over. You can see what he was thinking. It was on his head.
Yeah.
Nobody, that's for sure.
Yeah, Hawaii and Puerto Rico probably lived in fear.
So that's probably, Puerto Rico's probably the only one he left out.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's hard for, like I said, a dumbass baby boomer. I'm sure there's a lot of smart ones walking around with phones and all the stuff, high tech and modern, it changes so quick. If you got a phone today, it ain't worth a shit next year. There's one better, you know, it's like the Madden game, Madden football. One after the other one.
Yeah.
But your mom, she's still got the flip top, but now they're gonna change, so it'll probably be obsolete.
They make a like a cell or a smartphone that actually flips now.
I see
Do
that.
they?
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's one of the Samsung that's part of that commercial.
The first one to do was Motorola, like the
Yeah.
first, so they came back with the smartphone.
That's what I say, I'm afraid to walk past one of them places, hell, all them damn phones fall in love with me.
Yeah.
They go to sleep.
Delivery spots would confuse them.
Yeah, they wouldn't know which one to jump on.
Oh man.
Yours are squeaking again, you need some oil for your chair.
Yeah, I know. It's
Either that or you're cutting a fart.
yeah, it might be. Well, I don't have any pants on. I'm just like,
Then it's flesh on the chair, I think.
oh, there's nothing better than letting that hot ass naked fart out on some leather furniture.
Yeah, have you ever, Jesse, this is God's truth, and this happens to me still today. Do you ever be sitting like in a leather chair or a hard wooden chair and cut a fart and the damn thing goes up your back? Has that ever happened to you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it always, it's like it comes out your shirt collar. But it'll go up your back. And now
That's why Dad's got like a neck scarf on. He's trying to
I'm trying to block them.
A muffler. He's got that neck muffler.
Yeah,
And then muffles the
yeah, it
sound.
muffles the fart.
What is that?
Oh.
But I tell you, speaking of shirts, why is it you can get by wearing just pants, but why is it so weird to just have a shirt on? Like, imagine if we all just were naked with just a shirt, like Winnie the Pooh or Donald Duck. We're just walking around, just like with a Hanes 3-pack shirt on with a front pocket.
What are you saying? Just having a top on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that so uncomfortable and weird?
Feels pretty good to me. Your mom's always telling me to get out of the window. Hell, if that turned the son of a bitch on, he ain't got no hope anyway.
Man, that guy's got a lot of skill waddling around with a cactus between his legs.
So your mom was like, oh, I wonder if this is gonna pass the editor. Well, we are the editor, and there's probably not gonna be much cut.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we ought to church it up, and I don't know.
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
They closed down work the other day because there was a screwdriver missing.
Wow.
Ooh.
How many of those you got now at home?
Well, I can only walk out with 3 of them and still have my hands free.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Well, you could do like old Dick, your granddad.
Oh,
He took a tool back at Sears. He's the only guy I know who got barred from Sears and Roebuck. He had a tool, a craftsman tool, and they're supposed to last forever. And I don't know, it was a wrench or something, it broke. He went in there and damn thing was 50 years old, and he thought they ought to give him a new wrench. So Anyway, they escorted him out.
He also got fired from radio.
Yeah.
Escorted him.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about the bank.
Oh, yeah, that happened to us.
Oh, we went to the bank to pick up some, our money, and they didn't have it figured right. And your dad just raised hell.
Yeah, they tried to cheat me out of $19.
And your dad stood there with the manager, the bank president arguing. The bank president pushes a button. Here comes the, what do you call them?
Security guard.
Security guards, ready to escort our asses out.
Man.
And finally.
Yeah, they ended up giving me the money though.
They pushed the button on you?
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you robbed the bank?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I figured it up and the lady said, now he's a manager and he didn't know how to figure up the CD. And the lady said, yeah, he's right. The lady that worked there said, yeah, he's right, to me that I was right. So he stands there a minute, he said, well, okay, you can take all your money out then. Well, that was fine with me because that's what I wanted to do anyway.
So we laughed. He had
So
to-
we
He
left.
got fussy with you and said you can just take your money?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it was his
Yeah.
money that it was,
yeah,
like he was doing you a favor.
yeah, the guy didn't have a pot to piss in probably, but he thought, now this is a manager and he didn't even know how to figure it out, but the lady did the work there.
Well, that makes sense.
But,
Security button.
but I called him Jelly Belly. He had his,
You said that to him?
no,
Oh.
You should have. That would have been great.
but anyway, we left.
We laughed. No more
Listen,
business.
Jelly Belly, let me tell you, it's $19. It equates to about 5 Big Macs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he could relate to that probably, no doubt.
Yeah, it's 48 sippy cups, big fella.
Oh, Lord.
Speaking of Big Macs, I saw a commercial recently. I think they're trying to compete with Arby's, but they're talking about like there's the before and after your Big Mac. So there's like life before Big Macs, and once you've had one, you can't go back. And I know that's kind of dramatic, but I'll never forget the first time that Emma had her first Big Mac.
How American.
It's just completely American. And speaking of that, we've talked about how cheeseburgers and hamburgers are kind of like the American go-to. And that was in a movie recently we were watching. What was that movie? It was one of the Spider-Man movies, I think. It was like the first thing that Iron Man comes back from being
Oh
like,
yeah, he gets taken by the terrorists, and he comes back and the first thing he asks for after being gone for like 3 months, he asked for a cheeseburger. And that was the most American thing he could ask for was a cheeseburger.
he walks into the press conference with like
And-
5 cheeseburgers.
Yeah, and he just sits down and starts eating it.
You know what gets me? Why in the hell do they call a hamburger a ham burger?
There's no
I have
Anybody ever thought about that?
I have a beef with hamburgers. Why? that was on purpose. But why? I don't get the reason why you would eat a cheeseburger without cheese. Like you just eat, like so. Say your basic form of a cheeseburger is the meat, the cheese, and the bun.
Mhm.
Why would you just eat a bun and then a meat patty? That just sounds super, like, very unappetizing. to me.
Oh, without any
we
cheese
need
at
to-
all to
Do
bind
they, yeah,
it?
because they have those at school. They have a separate section for each, like, and it says hamburger and cheeseburger. Like, what are you gonna eat? Just cheese on your burger? Like,
Yeah.
I don't, like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, why you just eat the ham?
What's that Jimmy,
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett song he sings?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Well, hot dog's got, you talking about lips and all that other stuff. A hot dog's got about everything in it.
I used to be.
I don't like a hot dog I really don't like a hot dog that's got any kind of taste to it because it worries the hell out of me. You know, like it's got a kick to it.
Like
I
an
like
aftertaste.
a hot dog just with no taste on it.
Like water?
I know, yeah, I
You know,
know.
when,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
a hot dog's got like a little bitter taste or a
No, the
spicy
worst.
taste.
Now, the worst is you go to a place, and I love it, like these concession stands, we have Nathan's hot dogs. Like you, I don't wanna taste anything that I don't need seasoning in a hot dog, and I don't
No.
need texture in a hot dog. I need it just to be a blank slate, so I can taste the mustard and the relish.
Yeah, and I don't
That's
want,
how I feel.
and I don't want any bumps in it. I mean, I don't want any like little gristle, because you know what they're made out of. As soon as you see a gristle, you think, oh hell, it's asshole or lips or some crazy eyeball parts or. So they make
It's a cloaca. Just say it.
But you know, every once in a while, even if you buy good hot dogs, you'll get like a little weird lump in there, like a. Am I right or
Some
not?
resistance.
I guess I must be adopted then. I love Nathan's hot dogs. Man, I eat them plain. I love the taste.
You like that beef? They're all beef, right?
Yeah, well, in my younger days, I'm not proud of it, but I used to be kind of narrow-minded and a bit of a homophobe, so I would just turn a hot dog sideways, bite the middle, and throw the ends away.
That's like a thing now. People.
What do you mean? Why didn't you?
Because of that reason.
Why didn't you bite the end of the hot?
It's like, you know what it looks like?
Like the butt?
No, like a penis.
Huh?
A hot dog.
Oh.
People are taking it that way, like.
So not.
Now I'll just stand in a crowd. I'll make
So that'd be like that'd kind of there's no like mushroom look to it. It'd be like it wasn't circumcised, right?
well, now I just make eye contact and lick the toppings off, then I eat it.
Well, I guess you could draw a little face on the end of it or something.
Well, I think if Bigfoot had a pecker, it'd look kind of like a Nathan's hot dog.
Oh my God.
Now Nathan's hot dog is kind of twisted, isn't it?
Well, would he have a red rocket, or would it be like a human penis?
I don't know. It had like a helmet head, I guess.
Okay, so last thing I'll just say about
But
that.
seriously, did you really do that?
No, it's a joke. I'm kidding.
It was a joke.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you what you did with the ends of it. Did you make a necklace out of it or what?
Well, I told you I could take 3 screwdrivers home from work. I had to practice somehow.
Oh my God.
Let me just go on.
Yeah.
Go, Kelly.
Okay, Kelly had a question.
No, I didn't really have a question, but the last thing is, I think because anytime that I buy a hot dog out, it's usually at an event that I didn't pay very much to attend, like a basketball game. So don't try to impress me with the flavorful hot dog. Just give me something that's basic, that's just kind of filling. And like I said earlier, I don't want to taste it.
Right.
I'm exactly like that. It's just like, I need something to just fill my stomach while I sit here. I'm not even trying to really enjoy it. I mean,
Most of you're liking the condiments on
yeah,
You-
absolutely.
the
And
garlic
the
and the
moist
mustard.
bun, I do like a moist bun in
Yeah.
a foil wrapper.
it. Yeah.
But don't give me any hot dog that's much bigger than a jeans, because I want the toppings. That's
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah.
can't eat a jeans hot dog
Why is that?
because they're too little and too much bun.
Something else too with the taste.
That still.
Can't eat those from the side.
Turkey. If turkey's got like a real strong turkey taste, you know what I'm talking about? I don't like turkey. I like a mild flavor. If I'm gonna eat turkey, I just want like mild. I don't want it to have a kick.
No game.
Yeah, no gamey taste.
Sometimes I could do without turkey at Thanksgiving, quite frankly.
We don't eat turkey.
Yeah.
I
She
do.
does.
Dad said it like a real, like a private confession. We don't even eat turkey.
I do.
No,
That's it. We just tanked. We lost all our viewership. We lost it. It's over.
No turkey.
Yeah, all the turkey eaters.
That's okay.
The three guys that like ham in America, we'll keep them. They're on board.
Yeah. Or like hot dogs.
Ham sandwich?
What?
A deli ham sandwich?
Oh, those are
That's
good.
good.
Yeah, that is good. The Subway sandwich.
And like lunch meat, if I can fry it, I like it better. Like bologna, if I can fry it, that's better because it's you kind of feel like you're
Killing anything?
killing all the nasties. You know?
Yeah,
Bring out the flavors in it.
fried bologna and a mustard sandwich on toast.
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
Do what?
Fried bologna with mustard sandwich on toast. Kelly always put mustard.
Well, I don't think they make lunch meat like they used to, really. I don't think it tastes like it used
Jesse
to.
does too.
You remember pickle loaf? Do they still make that?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not as good. It's just like grease, you know, it's just like fat. Does that make sense? Like it's got a greasy feel to it.
You know, one lunch meat when Seth and I got married that he was just, it was normal for him to buy when we would go to the deli. I would always either go for ham or turkey, but he would go for old fashioned
Oh,
loaf.
I
Yeah,
love old fashioned.
Yeah,
And it was kind of like the poor man's salami, but you know, again, it kind of had some kick to it and some,
particles.
yeah, particles. And that's, but another one is olive loaf. Olive loaf is
You can't-
lovely.
But you used to get a big variety of that stuff, but you don't.
No.
Can't
Of
find
course,
it.
since we had COVID, that really shut down the meats, a lot of the meat.
I think that's funny.
Best you can do is bologna.
If you can find that,
Yeah.
you're lucky.
And don't give me thick bologna. Thick cut bologna, why?
Now, I used to like macaroni loaf.
No.
Did you
about
ever,
You're saying words with loaf at the end.
did you ever
It's
eat
like fill
that?
in the blank.
Big South. Oh, you know what was good is that bologna that comes in the ring, Eckrich bologna in the
Oh,
ring.
yeah.
And you slice that
Yeah,
and put that on
pickle
crackers.
bologna
Yeah,
with
that's
crackers,
good. That is
rich
good.
crackers. is
A
really
big Hickory Farm sampler. Do you like that kind of stuff? I can eat that way, I think, every
Oh,
day.
crackers?
Yes.
Oh, God.
good. Do they still make that?
Yes.
Where can you get
That-
that?
Everybody used to give that away. for
You know, like in a
Christmas,
box and it had like summer
Yeah.
sausage and
Oh,
mustards and.
You and Emma and Dad raved about that stuff.
Mm.
I don't know what I feel with that.
You know.
You can used to be able to buy that at the mall for Christmas.
Well, we do. We go over to Muncie.
They have
It's the
it?
middle of the mall
Yeah.
meeting. That's the middle of the mall
It's
meeting.
the middle of the mall
Well, they got-
meeting.
They got some.
You don't know it's in the middle of the mall meeting. You don't want to know.
Yeah, you never know. What freaks me out, they got some lady with a needle and looks like she's doing a sewing machine, like a deal, sewing some gal's eyes up, so that she can,
Threading.
yeah, threading her eyes. What the hell's that all about?
Yeah.
But what is that?
But well, it's instead of,
Eyebrows?
it's, you know, they're plucking their eyebrows, but they're using thread to do it, and the thread just like grabs it and pulls it. And so it's like an Indian technique, I guess, without
So
using
You like
tweezers.
you cross the strings and
Mhm.
around a certain hair and it just takes it off, like.
Yeah. It's like,
So I didn't know they was cutting the hair off.
Well, you should go there
It's
and
called
get it
threading.
done.
No.
You should go there and get it
Yeah,
You
done.
got about an inch, you got about an
See,
inch of thread there.
She wanted to cut my eyebrows off. She wanted to cut my eyebrows. She said I look like Andy Rooney. How did that guy Andy
How
Rooney?
can you look up? You got about an inch sticking off your head.
Well, I want to tell you why I keep that. Because I got liver spots, right? And it covers up his liver spots.
Oh, God, it drives me crazy.
Jesse, it sounds like your flesh is rubbing against the seat again.
Yeah, it is.
No.
I should have put some Vaseline on.
Yeah, normally you do. Be
So-
such a rush tonight, you couldn't do it, huh?
We're,
I was mid episode of Golden Girls when you called, so I wasn't ready.
Well, you probably had dreams of Blanche.
I like the bigger one with the ex-Marine with the gravelly voice.
Then there's that one.
and then there's Maude.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I love that movie.
And that one's still alive. She's about 110 now. What's her name?
Betty White.
Betty White.
She's never gonna die.
My God, she was married to Alan Ludden. He's been gone about 50 years. He had that, was it Password?
Yeah,
What game was he?
password.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
that was the best game that we
Yeah,
ever played.
Password.
That's what we're gonna do. When you come over on Christmas night, we're gonna play some
I've got a
games.
bunch of them games in there. We go to them rummage sales and every time there's a password, I buy them. There's about 5 or 6 of them in that barrel.
Well, we have a new one. We have a password, but it's a current one.
You guys probably got all the words memorized.
We haven't played that
No,
in
we haven't
years.
played it in a long time.
You should play the blank slate game.
We are. We're gonna play, so Jesse and Nicole got us Blank Slate, which is the fill in the blank kind of game.
That's an awesome game. You're gonna wanna probably after a few rounds you're gonna wanna omit some adult words because if you dial it in full raunchy, then everybody's just gonna start writing penis for everything, or whatever the case. So you're gonna want to, maybe have a word bank of off-limit words as you play, so you have to actually think a little bit. Because we played at that Christmas party, and then it just got so out of hand that you could just pick one of 5 adult words, and then you assume somebody would write it. So
Yeah.
you gotta kind of keep it clean to get the most out of it.
Well, I was tempted to introduce Cards Against Humanity to these two, but I don't know if that's such a good thing. I was naive to it a couple of years ago, and Emma had a friend over, and Graham was at the table, and I mean, if you've not played it, it's kind of hard to imagine, but
What's the name of it?
it's called Cards Against Humanity,
Hmm.
and it's pretty much,
Well, you
there's no
gotta,
boundaries on what it references.
So it gives like a sentence or a topic, and you get like 7 cards or something like that, and you have to put down the card you think best relates to that certain topic or sentence. And all the answers and topics are like completely like inappropriate, like something that is not meant for kids at all. It's like complete adult game. It's,
okay.
Yeah, but it's really funny once you get into it.
So it's a sex game. Where you buy them, man? Curlio's or whatever.
He said Cirillas, like he knows the name, and what did you say?
Corellios.
Carillios? That's upsetting
I
to me,
think-
really.
Oh, God.
No, that's a pizza place, isn't it? Curlio's.
It can be whatever you want it to be if you got money when you walk in.
Yeah, go in there and ask them for a pizza pie. A pizza pie.
Speaking of that, is there, in every town like Anderson, there's like what we call the row of debauchery over there by the Old Mountains Mall that's got like Cirillas, a gun shop, a
Loan.
payday loan today or whatever, and there's like one more, but they're all in a row. Do they all
A
go?
vape shop.
Yeah, a bake shop. Do they all go in together and like say, this is like the trifecta of every vice in the whole town is right here in one block.
No,
That'd be
the
a
funny
good
thing
place
is-
to put a donut shop.
It's
That
right,
would
it's
round it out.
I can carry 12. Or a baker's dozen, I guess.
You got any of them cream filled long johns?
Oh, the row of debauchery in Anderson is right behind a dental office. Like,
Yeah.
right there behind it. It's called Bright Tiger Dental or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that used to be your favorite pizza place.
Donato's.
Donato's.
Yeah, Donato's.
Oh, God.
Going in there.
Well, that didn't last long, did it?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Well, guys, I think we're winding down. We got about an hour in. We'll do a little closing here, and then I'll probably call it. I'd like to thank our viewer support. We have 13 subscribers. This will be our, believe it or not, our 17th video already. We're just shy of 370 views on YouTube, and we got about 80 of them spread across all the social platforms, all the podcast platforms. If you guys just like what you heard today, hit the subscribe button. We're on every social media platform. If you just Google SameDadPodcast, we'll pop up on everything: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. I think we're on Stitcher. We're on pretty much all of them. Spotify, we're on there. We're on TikTok. We're on all kinds of, pretty much everything that I could put us on. In closing, I like to say, as always, support your veterans, take care of your mental health, and autism research. My son has autism. I love him. I'm proud of him, and I support anything that has to do with autism research and any kind of therapy or help or anything to help children out and adults with autism. I usually have a song ready, and we're getting close to Christmas, so I just, for whatever reason, what's that song by the Eagles? The bells will be ringing, a sad, sad song. It's something Christmas. I'd say we'll go with that one. Just off the top, if I were to name some of my favorite Christmas songs, I'll say, what is it? So This Is Christmas by John Lennon. The Ray Charles song that's in Christmas Vacation. And the opening song to Christmas Vacation. Those are some good ones.
All right, well, I don't have necessarily any songs prepared either, but I would, so my shout out would be again, as we head into, I think, our fourth now surge of the COVID pandemic, don't be a dummy, get your vaccine. If you haven't by now, going into this next winter is going to be a real problem for our whole nation. So don't hesitate, get information, ask trusted sources, and protect yourself and your neighbors. Get your vaccination. If I had to pick my favorite Christmas songs off the top of my head, though, two come to mind that are more childhood songs. One is Little Drummer Boy, and then a really old one when I was a kid, Up on the Housetop. Those are two of my very favorite Christmas songs. So anybody else want to share their?
Yeah, I got one. Seeing, believing, so that's why I'm leaving. by Gary Stewart. And I like, as far as the Christmas song, I like Silent Night. And for some reason, I like it sung in German. Still a Knock. That means Silent Night. If anybody hasn't heard that sung in German, Google it up. It's beautiful.
Anybody else have a song to throw in?
I do. I like Silent Night, but it has to be sung by Johnny Mathis.
Oh.
What was the? Go ahead, Mom.
Silent Night sung by Johnny Mathis, and Bruce Springsteen sings Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah, those are good. What was the Drummer Boy collaboration with David Bowie and who was the other guy?
Oh, yeah, Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby, yeah, that's a good
Bean?
one, that's a good addition.
Bean, like coffee bean?
No, Bing.
Bing.
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
Bing.
Bean.
Not Bean Crosby.
You have any favorite Christmas songs, Graham?
The guitarist, he'll have a Christmas song.
I think, actually, it's not. I think my favorite right now would probably be It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, sung by Sinatra.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Here's a fact which I did read in a magazine yesterday. Silent Night was originally written to be played by guitar.
That's interesting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Are we going to be able to get another one in before Christmas? If not, we'll give it a shot. But if we can't, then Merry Christmas to everybody, and love y'all, and hope you have a happy holiday. Take care of yourselves. Till next time.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everybody.